I'm here, astronauts. I'm here. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind. I feel like I'm always saying that. But seriously, I was filming a few readings for you astronauts, private readings. So I want to make sure that I was getting those out. And then I was making some changes to the form because I don't think the emails are being sent out, to notify you guys that after you submit it. I think Google had made some access changes, and then you have to accept the terms. And then I was like thinking of some ideas that might look nice, because you guys know I'm always looking for like small improvements. I don't even know if you can hear me right now. Let me check the sound. Gotta check the sound to make sure that you guys can hear me. And welcome to the lives. I don't know why it's felt like forever since I've done the live, but it's been a normal week. Okay, so sound is good. Yeah, it's been a normal week. I think I'll do a question based on the weekly collective, because we got a few cards for the weekly collective where we got the Six of Swords, we got the King of Pentacles, we got the Six of Pentacles, so and the Page of Wands. Anyway, guys, I forgot to say welcome. Welcome to the live. Welcome to AstroTarotResearch Live. I am Brandi, and it is, do I say happy post Merry Christmas, whatever the case? Well, Happy New Year's now, because it's going to be like, the new year pretty soon. So I do want to say that. Hopefully you guys got some great gifts for Christmas. I am very, very excited to see that for you. To have this year be a better year for you. We do have some things going on in the sky. Astrologically, Saturn and Neptune are coming together. They did come together, I believe, in May, briefly during the summer. So you may have felt like the summer you made some big moves that have been unfolding this year, and then they're going to, reconnect together to bring that energy to a close and also a new start. So there's that going on. So this poll question I'm basing off of the weekly collective, because, it's towards the end of the year. Let's not make things too complicated. Oh, I got the caps lock on. Let me not do that. Also, so if it's your first time in the live, then I want to say that hi, my name is Brandi. I am a practical tarot reader. I have 15 years of experience with astrology and tarot. I prefer Vedic astrology. And I am here to give you practical, everyday, real-world insights. So if you're in a place in your life where you're feeling sensitive, or, maybe you're looking for a validation or a pick-me-up, I'm not the person to go for that. I like to read what the cards are telling me, and obviously I'll do my best to give a positive interpretation, but I do like to read what I see. Honesty is one of my principles, and I have to live by it. I understand that means I may not be the reader for you, and that's okay. So this question, I want to know, how has the King of Pentacles unfolded for you this week? And I'll say this. I'll keep it simple. Keeping it simple. So if you have any questions, feel free to jump in at any time. Feel free to let me know what is on your mind. If you have any holiday stress, if you have any concerns about the new year, or heck, maybe you're just some curiosities. It doesn't have to be a concern. Oh, this is a good one. And what's another one? Okay, I got another one. So just let me know how things. Just type in the polls I want to make sure that they are all correct, because sometimes my dyslexia does its own thing. Oh, hey, Mia, how are you? Starting the poll now. And this week's deck, I think I had this last week. I'm obsessed with it right now. The Mahogany Tarot deck. That is the deck that I am using. As per usual, super chats are $5 for yes or no, $10 for in-depth. Doesn't have to be a super chat. You can go through PayPal, you can go through Cash App. All are accepted here. And actually, I prefer PayPal and Cash App over super chat. If you guys missed last week, you missed the half off. This is why it's important to be a subscriber, so you guys can be aware of any deals and take advantage of them as going on. Speaking of deals, right now, private readings are 30% off, and that is astrology and tarot readings. You can go through my Etsy shop, or you can go through my tarot booking form, the one I was just talking about. If you don't receive a notification for the emails, trust me, I'm working on that right now, or I will as soon as I get off the live. I was working on it before because I was like, why aren't these being sent out? Doesn't sound like it. It was having some issues, but I'll be working on that. Just know that I did receive your email, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. That is my goal when it comes to readings. I hope everyone's had a good holiday. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. My computer is got a lot of stuff going on. I got some really cool things going on, but I do want to get some water first, guys. I'm just a little bit thirsty, so I'll be right back. Just give me a few minutes before my throat runs out. My throat goes too dry, and it shouldn't even be a few minutes. It's really going to be like a few seconds. So, but I'll put this in the chat so you guys don't think I just disappeared. Put in a little be right back. I wanted to do a little emoji here. Oh, I scrolled past it. The one I wanted to use. There we go. I'll be right back. I'm getting some water, and that's it. Okay. All right, I'm back, guys. Told you, just be a few seconds. Whew. I hope you guys are enjoying the holidays and things are good and you're relaxing and it's a wonderful time and you're taking a break and it's been a beautiful time for you. It's been pretty good for me. I have gotten my friends some amazing gifts this Christmas because my friends are the type, they like surprises. They're the type to just like, oh, surprise me the gift. They want to see and test how much like you really know them. I'm not that type of person. I'm just like, just give me exactly what I want, exactly what I asked for. I'm very much a extreme fire sign here, very much an Aries. Please do exactly as I say and give me exactly what I want. But that's my energy. I got this coat and I have been wanting a new coat for a while. I think I've been talking about it for years. Hi, Marilyn. How are you? Oh, Miss Marilyn Monroe. I love Marilyn Monroe. I hope you had a beautiful holidays. If you're still having those holiday celebrations, I hope they're still going fantastically. Oh, enjoying success. this week's been a week of comfort for me. I'm not gonna lie. As you can tell by my, I don't know what to call this, shawl, something along the lines of that. But welcome to the live. I hope everything is beautiful for you and it's going well and you're having a great time. But I was just talking about my Christmas gift, my favorite one. I got a big coat that I have been wanting for a while. It's one with a hood, and hopefully it can withstand the winter. Hi, I'm new. Can I do a detailed read with Super Chat? Yes. All you got to do is just send the Super Chat with the question, and I will get on it, Marilyn. And thank you for joining. I love seeing new faces. It's always great to see new people join the lives. It is cozy. It's very cozy. It's very thick. It's got this, I think it's like an orangish brown fur, faux fur, but you know what I mean. I needed something to withstand the winter. I'm sick of my face getting cold and dry. Personally. Oh, and guys, don't forget the private readings are on sale until the 30th, and that is by next Tuesday. I will be shutting down that, for the holiday winter sale. It is 30% off reading, so take advantage of this exclusive deal. I want to make sure that I get to do as many readings as possible for you guys by the 30th. And then I'll probably be on a break until, the 9th in terms of private readings. We'll see. There's just a few things I got to organize. I've got to do a lot of filming because I'm going to be on vacation. So I want to make sure that I get all of that done for you guys. So it's just not like a ghost on my channel. It's not just quiet and it looks like I just disappeared. So yeah, that is what I'll be focused and concentrating on. And let me know what your favorite gifts are. I was just explaining my code because I wanted you guys to know that was what I enjoyed, but I really want to know what you guys enjoyed. Enjoying life's comforts. Yeah, that's what I've been doing this week. Let me tell you, I've been resting. This year has been exhausted. You guys know that. You can go back to the lives where I've been complaining about grad school all year. It's finally done. It's finally done. Okay. Let's get into your question, Marilyn. How does my Scorpio aunt think and feel about me? Hey, Violet. And our relationship. Is she going to reach out? I'm Pisces. All right, let's get into this. Okay, this card wants to come out. We have the 10 of Swords. We have the Temperance. Don't focus on me. Focus on the cards, camera. There we go, our Temperance card. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. So, how your aunt feels is generally when I see the 10 of Swords, it's like some things have been said that can't be taken back. So very tense moment here. A lot of frustration, a lot of hurt and betrayal. So obviously your aunt feels very hurt by the exchange that you may have had. And I don't know if you guys have had a fight or anything like that, but I have seen the 10 of Swords come up to when people maybe say things that are extreme, or maybe they don't fully mean it, or their emotions get the best of them. Yeah, so I can see that for the 10 of Swords. So she definitely feels hurt. Look at the 10 of Swords here in the ground, resting, keeled over. Definitely feels like this relationship has gotten to a boiling point and needs to move on to a different stage. I don't think this is like, oh no, I don't want to talk to you ever again. With the Temperance card, your aunt feels as though you two need to find some sort of compromise, some sort of balance, figure out a way to see each other's perspectives here when we're talking about temperance. Temperance connects to Sagittarius, which is the sign connecting to thinking on a higher level. It's being able to see the world from different points of views, which is why it connects to multiple different cultures, age groups, whatever the case may be. It's just a difference in people. And this is about being able to understand each other's perspectives. Will you agree completely? Absolutely not. Temperance is that card that's like more tolerance than agreement. Oh, congratulations on finishing grad school, Violet. And the Two of Pentacles is showing that she believes that you guys can find a way forward if you respect each other's boundaries and if you keep things a little bit more light. Maybe not going into such heavy conversations might be for the best. Let's pull, will she reach out? And I'm glad you're enjoying your rest. Grad school's tough. I feel guilty for not resting because I'm like, I've been working so hard. I don't know how to rest. And let's pull some cards here. We have the Judgment card. I believe your aunt will reach out. Judgment is about forgive, forget. It also represents a calling towards someone, something. She's not here to hold a grudge. She's going to reach out to you. She more than likely will probably apologize. Don't know the extent of the apology, but the Judgment is a card. Judgment is a card about accountability and taking responsibility for your actions and your words and how you might have approached a situation. So for sure, she's going to try to revitalize that connection that you guys have. You know, I'm sure your aunt loves you because otherwise, why would she reach out? We have the Six of Wands here. It does show that she does have some pride there. So like I said, she's probably not going to be begging and, you know, crying and all of these things like that, but she will make the effort to extend an apology. I 100% think so. And let's pull one last card here. Wheel of Fortune. So this is about moving on, a change, a transformation, a new development in how this relationship is going. The thing I love about the Wheel of Fortune is it connects to Jupiter. And Jupiter is all about growing. It's all about expanding. And that has to do with expanding your character, mental growth, thinking on a higher level, and coming into wisdom. So I think that this is going to be just a learning lesson for your aunt and maybe even to you to some extent, but it's going to work out. You guys are going to reconnect. I'm wishing you the best, Marilyn, and I'm sorry you guys got into a fight. You're welcome. And for those of you coming in first, don't forget to like. That's for me. That's my selfish ask. And also, let me know what you think. How is the King of Pentacles unfolded for you this week? We got it for the weekly collective. And I'm just curious how it played out for you guys. Were you generous to yourself? Were you generous to others? Were you just enjoying life's comforts? Were you enjoying success? Or maybe you were just handling the responsibilities and you were looking good doing it. Anyone can ask a question. If you are new here, you should know the rules. It is $5 for yes or no, $10 for in-depth. And if you would like a private reading from me, link can be found in the description bar below. Right now, it is 30% off. It'll be that way till the 30th, which I believe it's Tuesday in my time zone. Could be different here. And welcome anyone who is new. I love seeing the new faces. Happy holidays and happy new year to you all. I cannot believe it's about to be 2026, guys. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I don't know how this year's been for you, but maybe this is just my anecdotal experience, but I have noticed that a lot of people have said this year has been either okay or it's been terrible. But occasionally I will meet someone who said this year's been all right and been pretty good, but that's pretty rare. I haven't met anyone who said that, but I haven't met as many people. But you guys let me know what the sentiment has been like for you this year. And Violet, let me know your question. Me personally, I'm just this is gonna sound so arrogant. I was gonna say I'm just amazed with myself. But I just meant that I'm proud of myself, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being proud of yourself. Like Violet, I've been in grad school and then working on this channel, and then I have another job, and I'm just like, how have I been surviving? But there are so many changes I want to make to this channel. Right now, I'm filming a lot for you guys for the month of January and February because I will be going out of town. So I won't really have access to a laptop. I could bring my laptop with me, but I'm not going to. I'm worried that I would just drop it and break it, and I cannot afford to buy another laptop. I'm not going to die if I buy a new one, but I don't want to. Thank you, Marilyn, for saying nothing wrong with being proud of yourself. It feels like I'm just patting myself on the back, you know. And remember, if you have a question, you can go through PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat, and I will get to your question right away. The link for the PayPal and the Cash App is in, well, not the link, but the name for the Cash App and the PayPal are in the description. PayPal is AstroTarotBrandi@gmail. Cash App is AstroTarotResearch. Or you can go through Super Chat, though obviously I'm biased towards PayPal and Cash App because they're more direct payment. Super Chat, YouTube likes to take your money. Let me tell you. I love how you all are experiencing like the King of Pentacles differently this week. And well, I should have asked you guys your favorite gifts. Like, what did you get this week? If you celebrate Christmas or if you do any sort of gift exchange, whatever you celebrate. If you've had something good happen this week, share it. I would love to hear it. The good thing for me is I've gotten plenty of rest. Maybe a little too much rest. And this is a mixture of like water and lemon, guys. You can see the seeds in the bottom here. Squeezing fresh lemon here. And whatever you have accomplished this year, you should be proud of yourself too. I did one of those videos. I don't know if you guys are on TikTok, but on TikTok, they have this trend where you interview yourself or you ask yourself questions at the beginning of the year or the end of last year. And then you answer it at the beginning of the next year or last year. And so it's like you're interviewing yourself. And I did that for myself. And let me tell you, I probably only accomplished one goal. It was so embarrassing. I've accomplished being able to ride on the hot air balloon. And I'm just wondering if you guys have been able to accomplish your goals this year. Me, myself, I'm recognizing I'm a little overly ambitious because I'm like, why did I think I was going to do all of that stuff? Hey, Haru, how are you? Or Harun Drop. Good evening. Still working on my 2025 goals. They're spilling over into 2026. Mine too. What's one of your goals? One of my goals was to go out of town. Not go out of town. Go out of the country. Well, I mean, that's out of town too, but you know what I mean. I just love international travel. Like it makes me so excited. As I'm dressed, for some reason, I'm not dressed adventurous. I'm dressed as someone's grandma right now. Good life is lifing just about right. That is true. Connect with a performer from the 60s because I want to write her bio. Ooh, that's so interesting. Wow. I absolutely love that. Wow. You must be a really good interviewer then. I might need some tips from you because I need to interview my grandma about her life before, her mind slips. But that is so interesting. Like I have never met someone who is, I guess in a way, you're kind of like a historian, right? Because you're writing people's stories from the past and everything. I want to know the next 6 months in my career. Oh, Violet, did you send the... Oh, you did. For some reason I get a notification. So frustrating. All right, let me get in this. That's so cool. I bet ask how old you are. You look 32 and 47. That's so funny. I am 34. That is too funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm dressed like a grandma today, guys. But let's get into this. The next 6 months in your career, Violet. One card is already coming out. All right. We've got the 4 of Cups. Hold that up. Yeah, I do. To be honest, I love a church lady look. I do naturally dress very conservatively. It's because I'm cold all the time. Really. Four of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles. So let's start with that, Violet. We have the 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. So the next 6 months in your career, there is a little bit of an element of dissatisfaction there. And it's not to say that things aren't happening, because normally when I get the 4 of Cups, it's like you have opportunities, but it's not the thing that's thrilling to you. It's not the thing that's piquing your interest. It's making you passionate. And hello, Holly. It's very much like, I could take it or leave it, right? And then we have this 4 of Pentacles here. So when we're talking about your career, it's, for the most part, over the next 6 months, there's not a lot of change and transformation, because the 4 of Pentacles is about staying in the same place, not rocking the boat. And it's not to say that it's for a lack of trying. Sometimes we get the 4 of Pentacles to represent that you're being resistant. Other times I get the 4 of Pentacles to represent that the right opportunities aren't exactly matching up and you feel a little bit blocked or stagnant. So during these next 6 months, you're going to take the opportunity to really think and transform. And hey, people coming in to think and transform when it comes to your career. The 7 of Pentacles lets me know that you've already had a great deal of success, whether you believe it or not. The cards believe that you have a lot of success behind you, that you're hardworking, that you're thoughtful, that you're somebody who knows how to add value to a workspace. And I think over this next 6 months, you're going to figure out the next direction that you truly want to jump and leap into. The Knight of Pentacles makes slow progress, but he does make progress. So what does this look like? Depending on the route that you want to go in, Knight of Pentacles is usually going to want to work for someone, but this looks like sending out applications. This looks like creating a resume that's more modern or shows off a different set of your skills, or even transforms and translates your skills in a different way. So you're highlighting the things and the areas that you want to go into. The Knight of Pentacles is very detail oriented. So it really does come about maybe getting through those, AI language trackers. You know how they get very specific and they scan the resumes for the right words. The Knight of Pentacles is doing all the research on the right words that they use so you can get past it and get the job that you want and get your foot in the door. This looks like a bit of networking, but not too much. Okay. Knight of Pentacles is not a social animal like that. He's more about the work. He's more about the grind. And we even pulled the Queen of Pentacles. That's coming right after the Knight of Pentacles. So that would be reversed. And that kind of just emphasized what I said. It's more so you looking at how you can improve yourself rather than reaching out to others. This can be like, oh, I'm thinking about getting that professional photo shoot. I'm thinking about updating my LinkedIn. I'm thinking about writing articles to get my name out there. So yes, that's what I'll be doing. I haven't started yet. Yeah. Well, you're going to get to it, and it's going to create a very refined image for you. And I definitely think that it's going to put you more out there in the limelight, makes you stand out more for sure. Then we have the Two of Swords and the Devil. That's interesting. So seeing how I don't believe that you are somebody who's incapable, I think this might be a little bit of self-doubt because things aren't moving fast. Sometimes when we are putting in all this work and effort, and the Knight of Pentacles puts in work and effort, it can feel as though, oh, I'm doing all of this for nothing. And we get in our heads a lot, right? Especially since the Two of Swords, they're blind. They can't see what's happening in the background. They can't see other people who are reading their resumes. They can't see other people who are engaging with any articles they might have written on LinkedIn or, all of this jazz. And so they can doubt themselves a bit. And so just remember, over the next 6 months, don't doubt yourself. Don't overly critique yourself. Follow your intuition. Let it guide you. And this card flipped out. We have the Nine of Pentacles here, and you will get into this place of success and triumphant and victory, and you'll get that new job. It's going to pay a lot more. Obviously, the Nine of Pentacles is, I can take care of myself. I'm a boss. I've got everything I want and more. I got a bird that's landed on me, that I'm talking to, that I'm happy to communicate with, Disney princess over here. So you have a lot of wonderful things coming your way. Just keep going. Don't doubt yourself. Don't get into that devil mindset of self-doubt and critiquing and all of that. But you got this, Violet. My favorite gift was a pair of personalized Crocs from my aunt. She made them herself. Oh, your aunt's talented. Your aunt is talented, Violet. Is she a shoemaker? Because that's something that's really cool. I've always wanted to do that. All right. Let me get into your question, Holly. Can you tell me more about the future with Anad? Hope I'm saying that. Anad. Okay. I'm up. Let me stop playing. And I may not pronounce that right, but just correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, okay. What cards are those that are flying out? We have the Nine of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Thank you. I'm trying. We also have the Seven of Pentacles here. And I want to pull, okay. These cards are flying. We have the Five of Wands. All right. So I'll say this. A future with Anand, I'm very sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name, is going to be pretty tough. Just because when we get the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles, it's not saying that you can't be together, but there could be some people who object to it, and you really would have to defend your choices here. Because the Five of Pentacles, they're together, but it's rough living and they're out in the cold. So generally when I get that for relationships, it represents people not supporting the relationship, not supporting the bond, not wanting certain people to be together. And if it's not that, which I think I'm leaning towards that being the case the most, it's generally kind of getting to this place where maybe you two don't feel supported by each other, or it feels as if it's tough. But I think it's more of the first interpretation. And the reason I say it's more of the first interpretation is because when we have this Nine of Wands, it's this feeling of I want to be with someone through thick and thin. Like I want to defend this person. I said, I hope he supports it. That's all that matters. That's what I think it is. I think it's you two saying, I love this relationship. I like this person. This person means a lot to me. I'm ready to stand by them through no matter what. And so the relationship, I think, is going to last. It's going to build. It's going to go somewhere. But there's definitely some trials and tribulation here and some outside haters. Like, I don't know who it is in your lives that doesn't support this relationship or feels threatened, or maybe feels like you two aren't supposed to be together or something like that. But it's very much like we have to fight for our relationship. All of these cards are like, it's not him, is it? No, I don't think it's him. I really do think it's somebody from the outside of the relationship. I think it's you two. I think you two are meant to be. That's my interpretation of it. Yeah. And then I got the Hierophant to clarify the Five of Pentacles. So it shows commitment from you two. Temperance card here. I wonder if there are some sort of differences between, sometimes it's class differences, sometimes it's cultural differences, sometimes it's race differences, religious differences, whatever the case may be. I wonder if there are some differences between you two. Educational could be that as well, that people are objecting to. And I say that, said he's not American like I am. Okay, so that's maybe what it is. Because when I get the Temperance card, it connects to those things generally. Like there's some sort of like cultural, race, class, citizenship difference. And that's the thing that people are taking issue with. And the reason why a lot of, I don't know who it is, but they're really wreaking up havoc and not supporting the relationship. I don't mean to laugh, but it just seems so extreme. Like the side comments, the rudeness, like the Five of Wands is not a nice card at all. They're very petty energy. So, but I think you two are going to be good. You two are ultimately going to be good. We have the Star card here. You'll recover from whoever is stirring this drama, or whoever decides they want to start it. And it's going to be peaceful and loving for you guys. You guys are going to have a lot of happiness and hope and fulfillment and goodness in your life. The Star card, I absolutely love it. It's just a card of just feeling like at peace and at one with each other. It will be long distance, so it will be hard. Yeah, I can imagine that. That's probably another reason why you got the Star card too. But I think it's going to work out. I think you both have what it takes to go the distance, no pun intended. The Emperor here tells me that he's serious about the relationship. He's definitely got a lot of passion and excitement. Does he know everything to expect and what comes with it? No, but he's optimistic, he's hopeful, and he thinks this is moving in the right direction. So I really do feel as though you two will make it work. Just know, the hurdles that you may have to go through and all of that will be worth it in the end. And I just see a lot of love and support here for you two. Things will change. That's what it's saying. Things will change. It'll go from, good, bad to better. So it's going to be good. Keep fighting for a relationship, especially if it's love. True love is always something to fight for. Oh, Paula. Paula. I keep adding the L. I'm American, guys. And have an American education. This is wild. I need to educate myself. Will me and Alpha end up together? Yes or no? Spirit likes to give vague answers. Certainly does. But let's hope they don't give a vague answer tonight. Oh, I'm glad you love him. True love is in the air, guys. Love is such a beautiful thing. I'm always going to be the one to encourage love. No, she just loves everything about decoration. Oh, so she's like a true Martha Stewart. She likes everything having to do with decor and making things look nice. Ooh. What is this? What's happening here? I can't read all of those cards, guys. Spirit, you got to narrow it down. Yeah, Holly, I'm with Violet. I hope you and your guy will work out. Okay. We have the 6 of Cups. And we have the 4 of Cups. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. And the King of Cups here. All right. I see what you mean. So will it work out? If you would like it to work out, it will work out, okay? And the reason I say that is because when we get the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups, that's someone who has to put the time and the emotional energy into a relationship. It's not just a matter of sitting there hoping, wishing, waiting. It's putting in the work for sure. It's being open to connection. It's being vulnerable. It's showing up even when you don't feel like showing up. It's paying attention to the person, their needs. Hopefully they're paying attention to your needs as well. And it can definitely work out. This is probably why Spirit is being vague. And pull another card here. Wheel of Fortune. It's just representing ups and downs. Like, there's a possibility that at some point the relationship goes through a lull period. And I say that because we have the 4 of Cups being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. And then I wanted to clarify it again with the Magician. So there'll be times in this relationship where it may feel as though you're looking for something different to satisfy you, which I think is normal within a relationship. And it's saying during those periods, you may have to be a little bit more aware about your actions towards your partner. And so if you want to know if you guys will end up together, yeah, it's possible. You just got to put in the work to do so. That's really it. And it's really that simple. If you want to be together, you can be together. If you don't want to, and you don't want to put in the effort, or maybe it feels uncomfortable to be vulnerable, or you don't want to take accountability if you're wrong, or if you don't want to make any moves, or if you don't want to be honest, like all of these things are like would stop you guys from being together. But if you're open, supportive, loving, giving, like the Six of Cups energy, then yes, for sure, this can happen. So you'll end up together if you want to. That's why Spirit's probably being vague. Twilight Dragon, if you would like a reading, all you have to do is send a Cash App, PayPal, or a super chat. Now, I prefer Cash App and PayPal, but you can always do super chat. The Cash App and PayPal are below in the description bar. If you hear any noise, that's my heater. PayPal is AstroTarotBrandi@gmail. Cash App is AstroTarotResearch. It is $5 for yes or no, $10 for in-depth. There's no limit for the amount of cards I will pull. I'm just here to get an answer for you guys, to get clarity on your questions, or see what Spirit has to say. And as you're coming in, don't forget to hit the like button. I really appreciate it. And let me know also with the poll question how the King of Pentacles has unfolded for you this week. You are welcome. Oh, I'm thirsty. I love lemon water, guys. Something about it is so refreshing. You know? And yes, let me know if you have any questions. Also, if it's your first time here, just adding, my little disclaimer. My name is Brandi. I am a practical everyday tarot reader. I like to combine astrology and tarot to give you real world predictions. If you're like in a vulnerable, sensitive place in your life, I don't recommend my channel for that, because I like to read what the cards have laid out for me. Obviously, I do my best to try to remain sensitive, but I have to read what I see. I've been reading tarot and doing astrology for over 15 years. And, that's all I got to say when it comes to that. I have asked YJ to help me in my project. Is this going to work for me? So I'm going to sleep. It's late in my country. Have a good rest of the day. You too, Violet. Have a good rest of the day. And if I don't see you, next week, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I can't believe this might be the last live of the year if I don't go live on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I'm definitely not going to go live on Wednesday. That's New Year's Eve. I'll be out. But maybe I can do the 29th or the 30th. Just so this isn't our last time together for this year. We can close out. I have gone yet. No rush. I just left for a second. Hello. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. I don't know if you missed your reading, Poe, but I did it. You might have to go back if you left for a second. Oh, let me get to Marilyn's question. I don't know. I got distracted for a second. Is she going to work with me? I asked YJ to help me with my project. Is she going to work with me? You are welcome. And I'm wishing you luck. You've got a lot of free will open for you when it comes to this question. Okay. Is she going to work with you? Will it be a good experience? Or should I just work with someone else? Okay. Should Marilyn work with someone else? It's going to be a good experience. Let's get into this. And hopefully the ads are off, guys. I think I turned them off. Now it's getting hot in here. All right. Now it's getting hot. All right. All right. Now I think I'm done. Okay, the cards say this is it. Is this going to work? We have the Fool card here. Make sure it's focusing. We have the Tower. And we have the Eight of Cups. You know, it's interesting because I do think that YJ may be open to working with you because the Fool card does indicate an openness and a willingness. But the Tower is interesting because sometimes it can show maybe a clash in terms of vision, or sometimes I've gotten it for Battle of the Egos. But the fact that we have this Tower followed by this Eight of Cups, it may say something like it's not the smoothest working relationship. And it actually might be good to maybe work with someone else. I'll say this. The good thing about the Tower is it can be an eye-opening experience. So if you're looking to have a very transformative experience for a project, then this is definitely the person to work with. But I have a feeling that it might be better to work with someone else. With the Nine of Pentacles there, that's an energy that is just a little bit more independent, doing your own thing. Somebody who's going to allow you some room to breathe a bit. Page of Cups. And maybe even someone who might be a little bit more compromising. With YJ, YJ prefers to do things her own way, especially since we have the Seven of Swords. YJ is someone who has their own vision that they see for the project and would like to enact that. And they may not always be the best team player, especially when we see the Seven of Swords there. And I don't like to talk, mess about people as a tarot reader, but the cards aren't like emphasizing strong compatibility when it comes to teamwork, when it comes to you and YJ. It thinks that you would do better with someone else. Generally, that's kind of what it's saying here. But if you really do want to work with them, you could give it a try. Who knows? Maybe I'm completely off, We got the Two of Pentacles. Definitely it'll take some adjustment. Nine of Swords reversed. And the Seven of Wands. Yeah, for me, it feels as though it would take some flexibility on your part having to work with them. No, I don't think you're completely off. That's good. But, YJ just really I just really get this feeling from the cards here that they just prefer things she's on their time, on their schedule, things that they got to do it their way. She told me she would contact me in a couple of weeks, and she hasn't called. I see. Yeah. To me, it feels like you should move on. I mean, a couple of weeks. You should be setting dates now if it's a project. Why waste time? I say find someone else. And if you can do it on your own, then that's even better. But if you need to work with a partner, find someone else. I think so. That's too stressful. Like, it doesn't need to be that stressful. Man, that's tough. This is why I can't stand projects, right? You're welcome, Marilyn. And Destiny, if you have a question, don't forget to send it through Super Chat or send the PayPal or Cash App first. If you already sent it, let me know. My phone, I think I turned off notifications or something. Oh, wait. I see a reading here. Someone sent one for their next serious relationship coming. Let me get into that. Let me turn on, is it my volume or why am I not getting notifications? Oh, there we go. Have my system volume off. Okay. Let me get into your reading. Oh, who are you? What card is this? Chill out. The Tower. When is the next relationship coming? Well, we know the Tower means unexpectedly. So when you least expect it. But it's also ruled by Mars, and Mars is pretty fast. Oh, okay. 10 of Cups. The Hermit. Focus on the Hermit here. Okay, why is this one coming? And the 10 of Wands. And the 8 of Swords. So right away, this next relationship is coming when you least expect it, Philomena. As I mentioned before, Mars is a fast ruling energy. We do also have the Hermit card connected to Virgo. And if you kind of think about that Mars and Virgo, when we're talking about timing, it's generally going to represent a change in your routine or a change in job. That can happen too. Or when you move apartments, because the 6th house connects to rentals. So this person might come around during that time. If you don't have a rental, maybe you have a house or something like that, then this is different. But they're coming around in a time in your life where you're going through a change or transformation within your routines. Maybe you're like, oh, I'm starting a new gym. There would be that. So I just moved in October. I don't say why October. I just moved in October. So then it probably wouldn't be that. It'd probably be closer to like a switch in your routine. Anything having to do with work, what you eat, what you put in your body, anything along the lines of that. If you decide to suddenly just, every weekend I'm going to do arts and crafts, that would be a change in your routine. So they're coming in your life when you're making changes in an area like that. What you can expect from this individual is, yes, this will be a happy, fulfilling relationship for sure that is coming within your life. But I'll say this, the period in which you are, single for the moment, you may be a little bit stressed out about it and worried and concerned, because sometimes I get that 10 of Wands to feel like it feels a bit overwhelming or stressful having to find someone or having to go out there and put yourself out there. And it feels like, oh, I've done this thing and I've done that thing. I've tried the speed dating, I've tried the online dating, I've tried friends recommendation, I've tried it all. And this is stressing me out, just making me not want to do it. The cards are saying, don't stress about it so much. Don't try to push yourself into a space where you might feel uncomfortable. This is like general advice that's coming through from the cards. And don't feel shy. Feel confident within yourself, because the cards believe that you're a catch. Let me pull out these cards here. See if we can get a little bit more specific. Okay. Page of Wands. Page of Wands just kind of connects to sooner rather than later, right? But I will say this. The Page of Wands comes in a time in your life where you're feeling inspired, where you're feeling motivated, where you're feeling like you have energy, where you feel as though you have a lot of great things going for you, and you can't wait for the next day to come. So you have so many ideas and moves that you want to make. So that's the time period in your life that it's kind of giving me. It's not being more specific than that, other than sooner rather than later, and then what I said before, when it comes to changing your routine, possibly another move, possibly. Oh, hold on. What is this? Five of Pentacles coming out. Will it be this year? Probably not this year, unless you mean 2026. But definitely not this year. Got this. King of Pentacles. Sorry, Knight of Pentacles. King of Cups. Two of Cups. Why is it focusing on me? There we go. Usually for my timing for the Knight of Pentacles, it can mean within a year. And so it is a possibility that it is within the next year that is coming up here, especially since we have the King of Cups and the Two of Cups. So to me, that seems like a yes. I haven't gotten the Knight of Pentacles to be over a year. So I do think that it's more than likely a yes, but I do think it might start towards mid next year or spring, only because the first card was the Knight of Pentacles, and Pentacles are so slow moving. So if the cards say soon, but not too soon, then I'm guessing spring, summer. Maybe Aries season, because the Tower was the first card we got, right? Two of Wands. There is some weight, but like I said, I do think it is next year. I do think it's next year, spring, summer. Just don't get too overwhelmed, waiting or frustrated or anything like that. The cards don't want you to work yourself up here with this 10 of Wands and 8 of Swords energy. Just know that someone is coming in for you, and this is a happy relationship, and it does represent that you will be fulfilled and there will be a lot of good things coming within your life, okay? Just know that. And enjoy your singledom while you're in it, even if it can feel a little frustrating at times, because you want that connection, okay? Oh. And you seem stable because this card came out. Stable, responsible, comfortable, very chill, very relaxed, generous. All of that King of Pentacles energy. We were just talking about the King of Pentacles today, right? Generous to yourself and others. Successful. So it's telling us a little bit about the person coming in. But be patient. Be patient. The Hangman came out. Said, I have a question about my career future. Guys, let me know if you have sent the payment to PayPal or a Cash App. I have turned on my notifications, but, I haven't gotten the alerts yet. And if you are sending it through Super Chat, I should be able to see it. But Philomena, this person is coming in. Be patient. I do believe try spring or summer and enjoy yourself in the meantime. And just so you guys know, if you're new here, it is $5 for yes or no, $10 for any in-depth questions. There's no limit for the amount of cards that I will pull. I have many years of experience reading tarot, hence the grandma look. I am very old and tired, but not tired from tarot, but tired from the year. But I love reading for you guys, and it's very exciting for me. And I just know 2026 is definitely a lighter vibe, for sure, especially I think after February. And June should be better because Uranus is going into like Rohini a bit. So I think that'll be a lighter energy, especially since, you know, Uranus and Critica is tough. It's very tough going on there. Oops, let me get this water. And just let me know if you have a question. I am more than willing to answer. Speaking of readings and all of that, it is 30% of readings off right now, 30% off readings right now. You can go through my Etsy shop or you can go through my booking form. Right now, I'm working on the responses. Normally, you get a notification after you submit. Google form has made some changes, so you may not get that notification, but I'm working on that right now. So as soon as we close the live, I'm going to be connecting with that. So if you don't get a notification, just know that it is coming and I have received your booking. And trying to think if there's any announcements. Right, I will be on vacation sometime in the month of January or February. It's not technically a vacation, but I will be away from the channel. I am recording a lot of videos right now so that you guys have content to consume. I don't want you guys to just think I ghosted you or something. And because of that, you know, I may have readings closed after the 2nd until the 9th. So it's just about a week. And then when I go on vacation, obviously, I will have the readings closed. Just want to notify you guys that now. And any other announcements do I have? Let me know if you are a member and you would like some different perks. So right now we have the membership, and I will do the monthly look ahead, the yearly look ahead, and then currently I've done some experimental like 7 days from now, and I am planning another release of an experimental reading for my members. So if you like to become a member, go ahead and subscribe. I really love it and appreciate it. And let me know if you want any additional perks. I'm more than happy to provide that. So that's all the announcements I have for now. And I guess let's do the weekly collective. If there's no questions at the moment, I'm more than happy to do the weekly collective. We have a few of you guys here, so let's have you participate. We're going to shuffle the cards, and then I'm going to have you guys pick a card, at least one of them. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, guys. So this week, for the weekly collective, we already know that we got the King of Pentacles. Oh, Destiny has a question. I'll do the recap, then I'll go to Destiny, then I'll do the weekly collective. All right. So we had the King of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So this week felt a mixture of energy. I believe I mentioned you may have had some good news or just received some good companies. Sometimes the Page of Wands is just an invitation. You have some good luck. You look so young. Thank you. Some people think I look young. Some people think I look a lot older. I get a lot of mixed reactions. I think I look about my age, you know. I think I look around 34. But we have some positive things coming our way. The Six of Swords may have felt like this week's been a lot better than the prior weeks for us, even if we've had a pretty good time. The Six of Swords says, hey, you know, we're moving to even better times. And we also have that King of Pentacles, which some of you guys have said you've been generous to yourself and others. You've been enjoying life's comforts. You've been handling responsibilities in style. You've been enjoying success this week. So the King of Pentacles has come in all of those beautiful forms for you guys. And it may even continue to this weekend. Sixes, I do like to see because they represent harmony and peace. And I just think it's absolutely wonderful that we all seem to be in a better place, or for the most part. I hope I'm not making any assumptions. So let's get into your reading, Destiny. Sorry, my nose is stuffed. I'm not sick, guys. I cleaned my room. You know when you put the powder on the carpet to get the fresh scent? That's what I did, but I didn't realize that I seem to be very sensitive to that particular product, that brand. And so I have been sneezing. I've been vacuuming my room 5 times. I had to use an air filter. My nose hates that powder stuff now. This is what I can't stand about aging. Like, it was never an issue before. I've never had this problem. So, Destiny, where's your question? Why is this thing blocking it? Okay. What's going on with the guy I'm seeing? Is he gaslighting you? We have the 3 of Cups. He may not be gaslighting you, but he may be seeing other people, because we generally get the 3 of Cups to represent 3 is a crowd here. So maybe he has other ladies that he is showing interest in, or something along the lines of that. We have the Chariot. He feels great. I'm not going to lie. He feels like a winner. He feels like a champion. He feels like the big man on campus. He's having a ball with his life right now. And he feels like he's in a great place. We have the Magician card, Master of the Universe, King of the wordplay, and, you know, in the worst case scenario, the Magician's manipulation. I don't think that's this, though. I think this is more, they're having fun. They're enjoying life. Plus, I get the Mercury card to be someone who dates a lot, someone who likes to talk to people and get to know them and is very flirtatious and all of that jazz. I'll say this. The guy that you are seeing right now, in his mind, he's dating. He's like, I'm not committed to anyone. I've got this person I'm talking to. I've got that person I'm talking to. I am enjoying my life. I feel good. I've got the wind blowing in my hair. I'm sipping Mai Tais. Like, he feels fantastic living his life. He's just in a non-committal space is where he's at right now. So I don't think he's necessarily playing you, but I think he is trying to get the best of both worlds here when we talk about the Temperance card. I'll say this. If you want him to be honest, why do we have so many major arcana? If you want him to be honest, I think he will have an honest moment with you, especially since we have the Hermit and the Temperance. So if you ask him, like, what are we, or where do you see this going? I don't believe that this person will hold back at all. I think he's going to be very honest about where he sees your future. The Hermit card is generally someone who will take their time to have that talk or conversation if they're not ghosting. I don't think he's going to ghost, though. I think he'll more so like pause, think about it, and then come with you with a very direct answer with this Page of Wands energy. So if you want to know, you know, where you stand, what's going on with him, if they see a future together, if they're seeing anyone else, they will tell you. You know, they will be upfront about it for sure. I think so. But this person is just, in their mind, they're living their best life. They're having a ball. They are very excited. They're partying. They're living it up. It's a good time. It's a fantastic time for them. They're young. They're cute. They're fun. Like, that's going through their head right now. I don't know if you feel the same, but that's what they're feeling. And I don't know if they've kind of projected themselves in this mindset of, I create my own universe. I create my own life. I can't be tied down, because that's the energy that the cards are showing for them. He said, I would like to know about my relationship with Lucius. Isn't this the person we're talking about? You said you had a question about what's going on with the guy you're seeing. Is he gaslighting you? Is that them, Lucius? Because to me, or is this a different question? I might be confused here. Because to me, this guy, if this is the same guy you're asking about, this is their vibe. You know, their vibe is I'm having a great time. I'm living my life. I'm enjoying it. And I'm in a non-committal space that I would like to explore. That's their headspace. But if you're already in a committed relationship with this person, I would probably advise you to, you know, maybe go through, maybe I shouldn't say go through their phone, but like, I don't believe that they are in the same mindset of you or have the same ideas of what commitment is. Just because if the first card we pulled is the Three of Wands, Three of Cups, that's not exactly the best card for I'm in a relationship and I only see one person. This is a mindset of somebody who might be flirting with someone on the side. This is the mindset of somebody who I have a work wife, I have a work husband, you know, things like that. I see with the Three of Cups. And especially since we have this Chariot Magician card, these cards connect to an element of freedom to them, especially the Magician. The Magician is like the showman, the rock star. You know, rock stars have all those little groupies and everything like that. So this person is in a mindset of just very light flirtation. And so if you're wondering if this Lucius person is committing to you, if they are 100% in it, if they are locked down, if they're looking for marriage, if they are someone who is looking to build a family and a life with, that is not the headspace of the cards that I have pulled here. I mean, the Page of Cups, we have this Chariot champion, just won some things. They're not looking to get married. They just won the race. We have the Magician card, the ultimate. I'm just getting started here type of vibes. So that's the kind of headspace that this person is in. But I do think that if you ask them directly exactly what you want to know, that they will give you an answer. They'll give you a pretty direct answer. Because I don't get this feeling that they would dodge a question. Because in their mind, I don't think they think their mindset is wrong. Said, I think he accidentally has fallen for me a bit, though. Let's see with the cards. You might be right. You might be 100% right. Sometimes people fall for people, but they're so scared to admit it because they don't want to get hurt and they don't want to be the vulnerable, and they feel like they've lost their power and, you know, things like that. That's quite clear. I think there could be some element of that going on. We do have the Nine of Cups coming out here. And so we do know that there are some feelings involved. But I will say this, the cards aren't like emphasizing love. They're not saying no, they're not saying yes. They're just kind of emphasizing this person's mindset, which is more about their own self-fulfillment. That's generally what I get for the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is like, I'm looking out for me. Like, I feel like I want myself to be happy. He's definitely like that, but I think he's also got a bit emotionally involved with me and doesn't. Don't know if you saw the previous question. Wait, what was the previous question? Oh, it's the same person. Okay. He's definitely got like, he's happy with his life. You know, that's the feeling I get from the cards. He loves his life. And it's not saying whether he's fallen for you or whether what how deep his feelings are. The focus are kind of just like he loves where he's at. He loves the freedom he has. He loves everything that's going for him. He feels incredible. He feels desired. He feels like he's got everything he wants. He's on cloud nine. He's loving it here. Like that's the kind of moment I get here. We're not committed at the moment. So it does explain so the Three of Wands does make sense. And you say you're not committed at the moment. I'll say this. If you want to be committed to this person, I would give them some time just because their mindset is so free and open. Like they're not in this mindset to settle down. They're not in the mindset to commit to anyone. They're not in the mindset to form a relationship, but they can give love and receive love. It's just, to them, they just feel like there's so much happening. So the cards I'm just looking at here, because I pulled them. We got the Queen of Wands, the Four of Wands reversed, the Five of Wands, and the King of Cups. So to me, they are capable of love, obviously. But like I said, they're not in that committed mindset. They really do not want that. They're here for the game. They're here for the flirtation. They're here for the dating scene. They don't want to be in the space. Look at the King of Cups. He's reversed. The Queen of Wands, she's upright. He's not ready. He's not ready to leave his player stage or dating stage or getting to know people stage. I'm telling you, he's loving it here. He likes the thrill. He likes the chase. That's the mindset he's in. So yes, he's capable of romantic moments. He's capable of love, but I do not, at least not the cards. And I could be wrong. You know him better than me, but the cards are kind of saying he wants to be a little bit more free. But hey, I'm not God, so maybe I'm wrong. Give it this hair here. Sorry. Oh, my nose. All right, guys. No, it's not wrong. He's not made any promises or anything. I say ask him what he's looking for, because I really do think he's going to reveal what's really on his mind. Don't mind me, guys. My nose is just a little stuffed. All right, let's do the weekly collective really quick. And I'm wishing you luck, Destiny. And if this guy doesn't treat you right, find another one. In 2026, we are doing no stress. We are not dealing with stress from any men or women. Doesn't matter who you're into. If they're not acting right, leave them, Weekly collective. We have the Queen of Wands. That's how we're moving in 2026, guys. The Queen of Wands wastes no time. She keeps it pushing. She keeps it moving if they're not acting right. Look, she's already looking towards new prospects. That's the mindset I want you guys to have. We have this Five of Swords here. That's interesting, because that can create just it could be some miscommunication going on next week, or sometimes I get the Five of Swords to represent some sort of jealousy. I've had friends say that as well when they've been reading. They said, yeah, the Five of Swords can come up for envy. And I remember it's one specific time I got the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords for like a week in which someone was very picky, starting fights, because essentially they made themselves look foolish and they were jealous of the person who was very competent. So literally that combo, Queen and Five of Swords, somebody was jealous of somebody else's competence and their ability to be successful. So that could be some vibe, part of the vibe next week. Sometimes I also get the Five of Swords to represent underappreciated too. So there may be some of that. Five of Swords is a tough card, guys. And the Five of Cups. So I don't know the vibes. It's happy this week. It was happy this week. We're gonna pull one last card though. We're pulling this card. I want you guys to choose. Let me pull these. Five of Cups, by the way, we've gotten that plenty of times before. It's really just memorizing, thinking about the past, letting things go. It's not too bad, right? We've had plenty of Five of Cups weeks that were like, all right, things are not the same anymore. It's time to move on. The vibe has changed. Things are different. Like it's in a new atmosphere. We're having a new thing unfold for us. All right, so you guys pick the last card. All right, okay, I already picked my card before I saw it. All right, so we have card number 1, card number 2. This is 2. And card number 3. Let's do that again. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So which card are you guys pulling? I'm going to do it one more time and then give you 10 seconds. And then I'll choose. Card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. He's done a lot of things to help me through and clean my house and everything like that. I'm glad he's been useful. You know, I'm glad you're putting him to work. He definitely needs to be put to work. If he's going to be in your business, if he's going to be committing his time and energy to you, you know, he should give something back. For sure. Because you're definitely spending time and energy on him. And, you know, love is a serious commitment. Dating is a serious commitment. Some people don't treat things as serious. All right. The card I pulled was the Ace of Cups. So looks like next week is more of an emotional release that is coming through. Queen of Wands is proactive. She's busy. Five of Swords, Five of Cups. Some things may happen that are disappointing or frustrating. That happens, miscommunication, things that you might have to deal with, and you're like, oh man, I got to do this again, etc. And then the Ace of Cups is like a feeling of relief and letting it go. Thank you. He is a double Aquarius. I have Leo. Wow, he's a typical Aquarius, huh? He's a typical Aquarius, like very much like non-committal. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it fun. You know, let's not get too serious and dive in and deep. That is wild. Some people really do act like they're Aquarius selves. They're signs, I meant to say. The distant Aquarius. All right, guys. It has been like almost an hour and 30. It has been lovely to read for you all. I feel very grateful that I have gotten to read for so many of you all this year. I don't want to close out officially, but just in case, let's say something happens, because we did get that Five of Swords and the Five of Cups, so that can be frustrating energy. Just in case, I'll say this. It has been beautiful to read for you all this year. I will see you all in 2026. Hopefully, I do get a chance to pop up on the 30th or the 29th. But if not, I'm wishing you all a happy new year. I feel 2026 is a good vibe shift, change, that it's going to be just a beautiful time. And also I want to, I want to wish you all luck. I hope all of your dreams come true this year. And don't forget to tune in next week for next week's reading. If you have any thoughts or ideas you want to share in terms of readings you'd like to see, don't forget, you could just email me. You can put it on the community tab. You can comment under a video. Either way, I'm very happy to stop by. Don't forget to check out the community tab. I put the announcements there. I put the times that I'm going to be live. I also give announcements on when there's deals for readings. And also, sometimes I throw in a little astrology posts. Sometimes I'm like, here's what's happening, astrology news, astrology events, your astrology weather girl's coming through. And I think that's it. 30% off of readings to the 30th. And I'm wishing you all well. Bye.